paragraph development, we came across one point which is known as transition words or transition signals. Understanding those transition signals or transition words will be helpful to you in making your writing as well as your speaking fluent. Fluent for us in English is the one who speaks without any break, without some hesitation. But fluency, which I am talking about, is logical connection between the sentences you are speaking as well as you are writing. So when we had discussed earlier about cohesive ties, कोहेसिव टाइज मतलब एक पैराग्राफ के अंदर जो सेंटेंसेस है, those sentences must be interlinked, interconnected. That means reference of one sentence can be found in another. Based on second sentence, many a times you understand the first sentence. Those kind of complex compound sentences, even you will have to write in your examinations, your answers and everything. So we are here with those transition signals. Now, in this material which we are going to study today, different transition signals and their examples are given. What is our duty? We are going to learn those examples and you are going to make some of the sentences based on those examples. Many of us are known by us, but many of us maybe new for us. New for us in the sense, when you read them, you will find out the meaning, understand the meaning, but we are not using it in our day-to-day writing or speaking. So we will have to start using that just to make our writing impressive better, right? So I have already shared the screen with you. Now, what is transition? Even though we have understood it earlier, I just tell you what it is. From the word transition, you know that it is something like connector, or it transfer you from somewhere to somewhere. Demonstrates the relationship between two portions of the text or spoken language. So we are learning written, but if you know these transition words, transition signals, even in your speech you can use them. When you are going to use them in your speech would become easier to understand by others and would become reach. How it would become reach? For an example, the way I am thinking and the way I am speaking may be different. दिमाग में जो चल रहा है वो सारी चीजें मैं बोलने लगूंगा बिकॉज so encoding मुझे करना पड़ेगा. I have to have some screen. Then by using the imagery of a breach, we can see how these words take us from one statement to another. It works like a bridge. Bridge up the gap between two sentences, two words, two paragraphs. By using these words, we can better build a sentence and convey what we are trying to say in a more concise manner. कई बार बहुत सारी चीजें लिखने से बहुत ही concise, designed way में. Because at many places you will have to write something in 300 words or 200 words or 250 words in entrance examination, in GPSC, UPSC examination, in foreign language examination. Plus you will be writing your answers. Internal, external exam के answers लिखोगे. Company में job के लिए, if they have some written examination, then if you have to write descriptive, then it will be useful for you. If you are facing a viva or an interview, if you are using certain transition signals, the importance and function. Transition words are so important because they take the reader or listener from one idea to another. ये हमें अभी समझ में आ गया कि इसका काम क्या है. It is just taking us or making our way smooth to flow from one sentence to another. and it gives us extra information like additionally है तो हमें समझ में आएगा कि अच्छा इसके ये सेंटेंस के बाद जो नया सेंटेंस है वो एडिशनल इंफॉर्मेशन है. कॉन्ट्रारी है देन वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि ये सेंटेंस के बाद जो इंफॉर्मेशन होगी दैट वुड बी कॉन्ट्राडिक्टिंग, राइट? By using the imagery of a breach, without them, sentences would be singular and would not connect and flow, which can create a more natural way of delivering information. Whenever you are delivering some information, खास करके ऐसी information which must be given in a sequence. जैसे आप मुझे कोई मशीन की प्रोसेस समझाते हो, राइट? और वो प्रोसेस मशीन को कैसे मैनेज करना है और कंट्रोल करना है. In that process, you can't say it from anywhere. You must be clear with what sequence you would like to say or instruct others. जैसे मैं आपको एक स्टोरी कहूँ तो in that story it may happen that I first start with somewhere else, then I take you to the flashback कि 5 साल पहले ऐसा था, then again I come back, then again I take you to flashback, फिर मैं बीच में से कोई नए कैरेक्टर के बारे में बोलूँ. But when technical instructions are there, you need to be very clear. You can't say at the end that you are supposed to switch on that thing which I forget to tell. Because when someone is doing as per your instructions, there is a sequence, there is a flow, there is a logical connection. Otherwise, they are only singular sentences and you are going to miscommunicate. और आपको पता है कि कोई केमिकल का फील्ड है और कुछ ऐसी मशीनरी है which can damage the productivity. Many a times it can take someone's life if you have not said it or written it in a proper way. The use of transition words also serves as a way to prevent having to mentally jump from one sentence or paragraph to another. Now, what I was discussing, that the flow of our mind is very rapid if you are observed. आप जो सोच रहे हो और आप बोल रहे हो, तो you are thinking is a very fast process, बहुत rapid process है. In this rapid process, when you are speaking, it continuously disturbs you when you are going to speak. What happens? Why do we hesitate? Because when we are speaking something, the flow of our mind, which is going inside, disturbs us continuously, especially when we are speaking foreign language. मैं गुजराती बोल रहा हूँ, अगर वो मेरी मदर टंग है, then I can face little problem. Over there also the process occurs, but now that is natural. और वो इतना rapid है that before you observe, ये हो रहा है. Otherwise, what is the actual process? Your mind forms some of the sentences. क्योंकि आपको कुछ information देनी, ultimately we are discussing or we are talking for passing on informations. So your mind first or brain first would decide that in which way I should say. I should use sign language, I should use English, I should use Hindi, I should speak, I should not speak. Then encoding occurs. Now this encoding is putting your thought into language, words, and then you speak it out. फिर आप उसको बोलते हो. When we speak English, अगर आपके साथ ये प्रॉब्लम है तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ. When we speak, how do we speak? We think and speak. We think, translate and speak. We think, translate and speak. If that is the case with us, we must understand this transition signals. क्यों? क्योंकि जब हम कई बार इस तरह से बोल रहे हैं, if I'm paragraph to another without telling you that the next information is contradicting or the next information is a conclusion, next information is a result. जैसे आप कुछ चीजें डिस्कस कर रहे हो या किसी को समझा रहे हो, right? In your viva or in your interview if it is asked. So आपने पूरा प्रोसेस दिखाया और लास्ट में आपने शुरू कर दिया कि अच्छा ये मेरा आंसर है. In between, you are supposed to use certain transition signals like as a result, Based on the above equation or based on the above formula, we can conclude that as a result, this is the conclusion that, or say that, this is how we can prove that. Acha. If you do that, your reader or your listener, मैं दोनों बोल रहा हूँ because it is about writing as well as speaking. Your reader or your listener can understand you better, clearer, and easier. Otherwise, also, your reader many a times understands you just because they understand from concept और कॉन्टेक्स्ट से वो समझता है. समझ तो जाएगा कि अच्छा ये रिजल्ट है, बट वो फ्लो जो है which is needed as far as language is concerned will not be there. Teachers कई बार आपके आंसर्स चेक करते then they understand and they give you marks. But if you are going for some of the examination which is written descriptive in nature where you have to know, अगर आप IELTS TOEFL की बात करो तो आपको ग्राफ चार्ट्स वगैरह सब कुछ डिस्क्राइब करना है. You have to write, describe it in words, and limitations are given in 150 words, in 200 words, 250 words. When you have to arrange letters into rather than see the other side of the coin, आप contrary लिख दो तो आपका precise to some extent. If this is the case, we get a contrary statement too. ऐसा करके आप पूरा एक sentence बढ़ा सकते हो. So it depends how much time you have or how much limit of words you have to speak or to write. Based on that, these transition signals will be easier for you to maintain that flow. और जो mental jump है, हमारा दिमाग जो सोच रहा है उसके हिसाब से हम जाएंगे, then other person might miss what we are discussing. दिमाग में तो बहुत सारे ख्याल आते हैं, हम सारे नहीं बोलते. में जो ख्याल आते हैं many a times they are not grammatically correct. वो तो अपने हिसाब से चलता है. Then we arrange it grammatically and we tell it to others. Flow है, दूसरे लोग नहीं समझ पाएंगे आपके मन में क्या चल रहा है. एक सेंटेंस के बाद दूसरा, दूसरे के बाद तीसरा, but that should be connected with these signals. Now, types. From here, reason and उसके example. The whole material contains the same information. जैसे कि reason है तो reason दिखाने के लिए how many transition signals are there. There are more than whatever we have discussed here. But majority or chief transition signals have been taken here. If you find any other and you would like to add and use in your writing, you can. Reason से आप समझ सकते. We want to show some reason what because of but other certain you to write at least one sentence. जैसे किसी के one sentence because of हम बहुत बार यूज करते हैं, so avoid that. कुछ और लो so that we are using this purpose. How to use? Yes, who will speak?
Yes, sir.
I see. Okay, just
Seeing that corona cases are rising exponentially, we will shut down school.
reinstate किया. Very good. Yes, 84 MH 84 Ankush. '84. MH22.
Sir,
Okay. Any example based on what we are discussing?
Yes, sir. I need some time to think, sir.
Okay. Think and answer. By the time I see 27, please answer. Ankush.
Sir, may I?
Yes. See, I think that is the right process. Those who are here and those who are listening, start giving examples so that we can cover up maximum. Those who are not here, I'm going to call out their names, and they are here and then they will ask for a time and everything. That would be the waste of time. So those who are here, at least 3, 4, 5, 10, whosoever, you start giving examples and we will move forward. Yes. Who was asked? Yes, continue.
In fact of knowing that Sanskrit is our preferable language, we still prefer to learn it.
Okay, very good. Then, any other?
Sir, for example, in the view of the current circumstances, we should take proper precautionary measures.
In the view of, हाँ बराबर है, सही है. Good.
Sir,
Any
may
other?
I? Sir,
See, every one of you don't ask me. You continue one by one. I would be very happy if the more students would speak. Okay.
uh,
It is your class. You are free to speak.
in order to stop the spreading of coronavirus, we should follow social distancing and wear masks.
Okay, very good. Now, how do we use provided that?
You will
Because
get
this we are
the
not using. Yes, continue.
you will get the PDF provided that you pay attention in the class.
Okay, very good. Given that, okay, no issue. Moving forward are the list of result. आपको ये
Sir,
लिखने की अभी जरूरत नहीं. Yes,
sir, in the for the given that I have a sentence.
please.
You will get 20 rupees off given that you take 2 kgs of potatoes.
ओके सो यहाँ पे हाँ मैं एक्चुअली इसलिए वो बोलना चाहता था बिकॉज कई बार हम क्या करते हैं कि आई हैव गिवन दैट मनी टू यू सो दैट इज नॉट ट्रांजिशन सिग्नल आई हैव गिवन दैट मनी टू यू ये ट्रांजिशन सिग्नल नहीं है बट द वे यू हैव स्पोकन क्योंकि वो गिवन दैट रीजन दिखाता है दैट्स व्हाई दैट इज ट्रांजिशन सिग्नल द sentence is spoken by you is using transition signal given that but मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ जैसे कि I have granted that permission to you तो this is not transition signal वो जब मैं उस तरह से बोल रहा हूँ तो नहीं granted that provided that और given that को आप because of की जगह या तो in order to की जगह if you can use then and only then that can be a transition signal. Now, what we are supposed to do and how we are supposed to improve ourselves is all this is known by you. मतलब कोई use करता है तो आपको समझ में आता है. But many of this we are not using. Now, why we are not using? Because language works in that way only. जो बार बार हम सुनते हैं, जो बार बार पढ़ते हैं, वही हम लिखते हैं या वही हम बोलते हैं. So now you have to cautiously do that कि अब से मैं because of और so that का use कम करूँगा but I am trying to use some other transition signals which makes your writing and your speech different than others. यहाँ पे कोई ऐसा शब्द नहीं है which is not known by you and you have to take a dictionary and you have to search. all this are known by us. अगर कोई बोलता है तो हमें समझ में आता, but we are not using it in our writing. So we have to start doing that. Result. और ये सारे जो है that is related to academic writing. Academic मतलब आप जब अपने आंसर्स लिखोगे तो उसमें आपको रीजंस, फिर रिजल्ट दिखाने होंगे कोई इक्वेशन के, फॉर्मूला के. So at the end when you are providing the result of something, कोई प्रोसेस के, what you must write, what you must say. Result की definition में नहीं पढ़ रहा हूँ because it can be understood by all of us. Directly we will jump to examples from your side. Especially I want examples of forthwith and thereupon because we rarely use that. You can speak other, but forthwith and thereupon, if someone can try, how can that be a transition signal in a sentence? How will we use that? Hello. Yes, those who were speaking earlier, continue. Harsh Bhatt, Harsh Chauhan.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Please
sir,
continue.
so thereupon the whole audience began cheering.
Thereupon, the whole audience.
Began cheering.
Okay. Good. पर उसके पहले कुछ sentences होगा, right?
So after a good performance.
हाँ. Because even we have to understand that वो dependent independent clause सीखे थे वो भूलना नहीं है. If I am saying thereupon the whole audience started cheering, so this is a dependent clause, dependent sentence. You must have some information to support this. तो एक independent clause होगा. तो आपने जिस तरह से बोला कि after a good performance or seeing a good performance, thereupon the audience. Okay, good. Any other? Therefore,
Sir.
accordingly, yes. Continue.
It means that we have to add something before this word came.
Not exactly before or after. जैसे कि अब due to है, अगर मैं आपको एक कोई भी एक सेंटेंस आप मुझे एज अ रिजल्ट का बोलो. I passed the exam. Okay,
yes.
चलो. हाँ, अच्छा आप बोलो कोई बात.
Sir, I speak only this, and as a result, I failed because I do not work hard.
Okay. मैं सिंप्लीफाई करता हूँ. I did not work hard. As a result, I failed. ठीक है?
Okay, sir. Yes,
As a
sir.
result, I failed. I did not work hard. As a result, I failed. अब मैं सिर्फ इतना लिखूंगा I failed, then it's okay. But as a result, I failed. When I am using that, as a result, I am failed. तो मुझे कुछ आगे लिखना पड़ेगा. As a result मतलब किसके रिजल्ट से? I must use the complete statement. So there are two different statements. I failed. I did not work hard. अगर मैं इसको इस तरह से बोल रहा हूँ कि I did not work hard, I failed. चलो आपको समझ में आ गया. But there is no flow. ये दोनों sentences interlinked है नहीं. To make them interlinked, to make a cohesive tie between these two, you are supposed to use any of this. जैसे कि due to the current pandemic, we are learning online. Okay. Due to the current pandemic, we are learning online. We are learning online due to the current pandemic. In both ways you can prepare. But as a result में आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते. There is a pandemic. As a result, we are learning online. But we are learning online as a result. तो फिर आपको कहना पड़ेगा as a result of the current pandemic. In that way, you are supposed to use them in your sentences. Clear with result? अच्छा, ये अलग-अलग सीखने क्यों है? Then I must tell you. suppose you are writing an answer or an article which is longer enough, और हर एक पैराग्राफ के एंड में आपको एक रिजल्ट दिखाना है. सो ऑलमोस्ट 5 to 6 रिजल्ट्स यू वुड लाइक टू शो टू योर ऑडियंस. या तो आप कुछ बोल रहे हो, बट हर एक पैराग्राफ, मतलब आप जितने भी कॉन्सेप्ट आज बोलना चाहते हो उसमें हर एक में एक रिजल्ट है जो आप लोगों को दिखाना चाहते हो कि दिस इज द प्रोसेस, एज अ रिजल्ट दिस हैपेंड. फिर दूसरा पॉइंट, वहां पे भी एक रिजल्ट है. तीसरा पॉइंट, वहां पे भी एक रिजल्ट है. नाउ इफ वी यूज द सेम ट्रांजिशन सिग्नल्स एवरी टाइम, our writing or our speech would become monotonous. मतलब एक ही therefore 10 बार मैंने लिखा. No, एक जगह पे therefore यूज करो, दूसरी जगह पे for this reason, तीसरी जगह पे due to, as a result, as a consequence, consequently. Use different statements at different paragraph. All of them means the same, but that would make your writing as well as your speech fresh enough. So आपको बने बनाए sentences, रट्टा मारे हुए sentences नहीं लगेंगे, and your speech would become rich. Now here in result you could use them in a similar form. As a result की जगह मैं 10 यूज करूँ, consequently यूज करूँ तो चलता था. In emphasis I cannot do that, because emphasis is whenever you are speaking, you want to put emphasis on something, you want to show importance of something, और कोई एक फैक्ट है जिसके ऊपर आप फोर्सफुली ऑडियंस का अटेंशन ग्रास्प करना चाह रहे हो when you are speaking or you are writing. So there are different and more than that even. So once you are writing something, आपने पूरा प्रोसेस समझाया, पूरा फॉर्मूला लिखा, and then you can say undoubtedly this is the result. Particularly, आप 10 चीजें लिख रहे हो, but particularly this software out of this 10 will be useful. Especially you must pay attention to all the classes, especially in your core classes. Core मतलब आपके field के जो है. Absolutely, definitely. Never is also used for emphasizing something. To clarify, naturally, in truth, chiefly. There are many reasons to do so. Chiefly में एक या दो आएंगे, बहुत में से. Above all, when you are writing different equations together, and based on all those equations you would like to prove something, so then you can say above all equations are, above all statements are, above all formulas are. Okay, some sentences from your side, please. Using any of this. आपकी साइड से कोई sentences? Yes, I see roll number 2, Khushi. Srusti Desai. Rohan,
Yes, sir.
MH25. Rohan,
Yes, sir.
Any sentence, please.
Sir, can I use above all
Sure.
to find the perimeter of a circle? No, sorry.
Continue. See, no issue. कोई बात नहीं, आप try करो फिर से.
To find the perimeter of a circle, above all equations can be used.
Yes. Any other from your side, please? Those who are speaking, continue one by one.
Never consider your opponent weak.
Okay. Next.
Undoubtedly, Dhoni is the best captain of the world.
Okay, good.
To emphasize the usage of mask, the government have used fine for that.
Okay, very
I
good.
know that's not the correct sentence.
No, to emphasize, see, आपने पीछे जो यूज किया दैट्स ओके, बट टू एम्फेसाइज दिस, अच्छा टू एम्फेसाइज लिखा, दैट मीन्स योर रीडर, और जब आप बोल रहे हो तो आपका लिसनर ध्यान से सुनेगा कि व्हाट शुड बी एम्फेसाइज एग्जैक्टली.
Yes, sir.
जैसे कि हम कई बार ऐसा कहते हैं कि कीपिंग दैट इन माइंड. अच्छा, कीपिंग दैट इन माइंड आपने पहले कुछ डिस्कस कर दिया है. कीपिंग दैट फॉर्मूला इन माइंड वी कैन सॉल्व दिस. तो आपका रीडर या लिसनर जो भी है उसका अटेंशन जाएगा कि अच्छा पहले की चीज बोल रहे हैं. That means you are emphasizing, you are creating an emphasis somewhere. Any other?
Sir, can I speak?
Yes, yes, everyone can speak. You are not supposed to take any permission. One by one, you can continue.
Spices are chiefly used in North Indian cuisine.
Very good. Spices are chiefly used. Now, what do we have to do? जब हम जनरल सेंटेंसेस बनाते हैं तो बहुत अच्छी तरह से वी कैन यूज. यू आर सेइंग अबाउट स्पाइसेस, मास्क और एनी अदर एग्जांपल्स, बट व्हाट इज द बेसिक पर्पस ऑफ लर्निंग दिस? इफ यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट, आप जो अपने आंसर्स लिखते हो, सो आई थिंक आई विल गिव यू दैट इन अ प्रैक्टिस, जहाँ पे आप अपने आंसर्स लिख रहे हो, आपका स्टडी मटेरियल लेकर बैठो, बिकॉज यहाँ पे बहुत सारी ब्रांच साथ, मतलब दो ब्रांच साथ में है, प्लस आई एम नॉट दैट मच अवेयर ऑफ योर टेक्निकल मैटर्स, बट आप अपना स्टडी मटेरियल लेकर बैठो एंड इन दैट स्टडी मटेरियल यू रीड एंड यू ट्राई कि यहाँ पे अगर मुझे दिखाना है ये 5 फॉर्मूला में चीफ फॉर्मूला ये है या तो मेजर ये है, फोकस्ड इस पे करना है, एम्फेसाइज मुझे इस तरह से क्रिएट करना है, यू डू दैट. कोई भी राइटिंग में जब आप शुरुआत में ही लिखते हो कि चीफली, दैट मीन्स अंदर जो भी है दैट शुड बी टेकन इनटू कंसिडरेशन. ट्रूली, इवन, स्पेशली, अपने स्टडी मटेरियल के साथ ट्राई दिस ट्रांजिशन सीक्वेंस. अगर वहां पे है देन अंडरलाइन, नहीं है but there are 2 sentences and now you find that these 2 sentences can be clubbed together, or the same information can be passed in another way also, where you are going to use this transition sequence. So आपको मैं बोलूँगा to write an example and submit to the Google Classroom. जब आप वो examples लिख रहे हो तो you are supposed to write those examples from your study material, नॉट द जनरल वन. जनरल वन आपकी समझ के लिए ठीक है, मैं जनरल एग्जांपल्स दे रहा हूँ बिकॉज आई एम नॉट अवेयर ऑफ योर फील्ड, मुझे वहाँ पे नहीं समझ में आता आपके फील्ड में टेक्निकली क्या चल रहा है, राइट? आप जब बनाओ तो प्लीज मेक श्योर दैट दोज सेंटेंसेस शुड बी रिलेटेड टू एटलीस्ट योर फील्ड. तो आपको भी मजा आएगा वो पढ़ने का, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा अच्छा ये भी एक तरीका है, इस तरह से लिखूंगा तो it gives more impact to my readers or to my listeners, right? Okay. Addition. Addition is when you want to add something to the sentence. अब addition 2 तरह से है. One addition is alternate, मतलब या तो आप similar चीज add कर रहे हो, और you are adding completely new information. जैसे कि furthermore, that means आपने मेन पॉइंट बोल दिया. Furthermore, it can be extended to so and so. तो वो furthermore है, that is an extra information. Now, when you are reading, I think I had discussed this earlier too. When you are reading, और furthermore, additionally जैसे sentences आ रहे हैं, then you can, I won't use the word avoid, but you can read them with a speed, क्योंकि वो additional information हो सकता है, वो similar information है, likewise है, then you're not supposed to read that in detail, just move forward. but देखना पड़ेगा एक बार कि अच्छा कोई नई information तो नहीं. Similarly, as moreover, in addition, besides, along with, as well as that, to, also, further, finally. So all this are adding some information to the earlier sentence or earlier phrase you have used, or be coupled with, together with, in the same fashion. अब in the same fashion मतलब फैशन को हमें वो नैरो सेंस में नहीं लेना है, ब्रॉडर सेंस में. आपने ऊपर एक सम सॉल्व किया, राइट, एक प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व किया कोई भी,
In the same manner.
in the same manner. So in the same fashion, I can do this. In the same manner, I can do this. In the same manner, you can solve your problem. In the same fashion, it can be done. Okay? Not only, but also, not only this machine will be useful to you in a company, but also at a home. There are certain products which can be used at both the places. So आप in future अपनी कोई product बना रहे हो, अपना कोई innovative idea दूसरों के सामने present कर रहे हो, at that point also, or you are preparing a brochure for the same, that point also, all these transition words will be useful for you to make it effective, right? I'm moving ahead. I'm not going to ask you for examples over here because there are many and we are supposed to complete majority of them. Illustration. When you are writing, you are supposed to illustrate. Definition है, definition को समझाओगे, or else you have written a description and you would like to give one instance. Usually हम EG करके लिख देते हैं. Everywhere EG, Exempla Gracia का short form है ये. EG. These are the words you can use in place of example. For example, or EG की जगह, such as proof of this, to demonstrate, to clarify. अच्छा, इससे आपको एक और चीज समझ में आएगी. The question asked in your exam, जहाँ पे कई बार लिखा है demonstrate this, कई बार लिखा है describe, कई बार लिखा है write in detail, कई बार लिखा है answer, कई बार है exemplify. So you need to understand when exemplify or demonstration is there, I need to have some of the practical applications of my answers. I would like to make my answer practically applicable. या तो मुझे जब मैं लिख रहा हूँ तो उसकी प्रैक्टिकलिटी क्या है वो दिखानी पड़ेगी, बिकॉज आई एम एग्जाम्पलीफाइंग, आई एम डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिंग. डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा फिगर्स यूज कर सकते हो, चार्ट्स यूज कर सकते हो, इमेजेस यूज कर सकते हो. डिस्क्रिप्शन है, then images can be used, but I am supposed to describe those images into detail. And the same thing as I have said, अगर आप हर एक पैराग्राफ में एक एग्जाम्पल देना चाहते हो, then you can use different words for that. कई बार आप proof लिखो, कई बार आप ये लिखो to demonstrate this. In this case, in another case, specifically, this is the case in this situation, and so on. Moving ahead, it's a contrast. Whenever you are writing or speaking something, we have understood one type of writing or one type of speaking that is known as comparing and contrasting. Either you show some similarity or you have some contrast. You may be from any field, but you are supposed to use this. आपके technical words शायद अलग-अलग होंगे, but comparison and contrast आपको हर एक जगह पे आएगी. Even though you are writing that this process is better than another one, or as compared to these two processes, I find the first one easier. You are going to create contrast between two sentences, between two words, and when as a reader or as a listener you are understanding this, आपको समझ में आएगा कि अच्छा यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसी इंफॉर्मेशन है जो अपोजिट है, opposite to each other, contrast to each other. Whereas in contrast, despite, in spite, nonetheless, differing from, the above mentioned ideas, the above mentioned formula, this is a new formula. Though you are using this process, another way of using is this also. Notwithstanding, as opposed to, contrarily, contrary to, जैसे हम लिखते हैं लाइक, ऐसे अनलाइक, आपने एक स्टेटमेंट लिखा, फिर लिखोगे कि अनलाइक द अर्लियर प्रोसेस, अनलाइक द अर्लियर मशीन, अनलाइक द फॉर्मूला, मतलब उसके जैसा नहीं, उससे तो अलग फॉर्मूला. लाइक, यस.
Sir, what is the difference between though and although?
Though and although usually we are using in the same way. Now different people use it, जैसे कि even though भी है, right? We have one more, even though. अब although हम generally formal way में दो use कर रहे हैं. Many people are speaking although also. But इसका कोई ऐसा major difference नहीं है. It can be used in an interchangeable way. मतलब आप एक दूसरे की जगह एक दूसरे को यूज कर सकते हैं. Even though भी you can use. जैसे to and also, you can use both of them. But कई बार to t double वो है, वो negative form में भी use हो रहा है. It is too hot. It is too chilled. It is also chilled, वो हम use नहीं कर सके. That way you cannot use. But though also can be used at different places. If you ask or if you search somewhere, you will find out कि दो है वो कई बार आपको फॉर्मल में यूज हो रहा है, और ऑल्दो है वो इनफॉर्मली वी आर यूजिंग. नो सॉरी, ऑल्दो ज्यादा फॉर्मल में यूज हो रहा है, दो हम नॉर्मली यूज कर रहे हैं. बाकी कोई मेजर डिफरेंस है नहीं दोनों के पीछे.
Okay, sir.
So I think it is 139. इसके बाद comparison and all other 4 to 5 certain transition signals are there. Now what do we do? As there is a list and you can easily identify all of them. जैसा मैंने कहा कि इसमें ऐसी कोई चीज नहीं है जो आपको समझ नहीं है, ज्यादा से ज्यादा उसका यूज कैसे करना है वो आपको देखना है. So I'll assign you one task because I am not going to discuss the same. ऊपर लिखा है comparison, और comparison के लिए these are the words. Then order, कोई भी चीज को order में sequence में रखने के लिए these are the words. So I'll assign you one task that you are going to prepare at least one sentence for one example. जैसे order में 15 अलग अलग example है, तो आप 15 sentences लिखोगे order के, comparison के, conclusion देने के लिए. यहाँ पे नहीं समझ में आया, you can ask me, or else it will be assigned to you to your Google Classroom, and make sure that you are going to submit that. This will be helpful to you. I'm going to upload the same on Google Classroom too, right? As it is 1:40, I have to leave because another teacher might be waiting over there. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good afternoon, students. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so today we are going to
Yes,
discuss.
sir.
Yes, okay, today we are going to discuss another functions in file management. Let me share my screen, then we will discuss. So quickly, let's do revision. File management in C. Why we need file? If you want to handle very large database like printing mark sheet of all 1200 students of the first year, then we need file. We can store few data inside a program, but when you close that program, you are going to remove those data. So if you want to store data permanently, then you need file. And with help of C program, how to deal with a different file, that we are going to discuss, that we have discussed in the previous lecture, as well as today we are going to discuss the new function like getW and putW. So basically file is, okay, so you can say uh, one file. To store one file in your computer system, we need address, and to handle with this file, we need pointer. Now, integer is a inbuilt data type. Char character is a inbuilt data type. Similarly, file is a inbuilt data type. Okay, and after creating file, to provide of file character, we can provide end of file character using Control Z if you are using Linux system, or if you are using normal Windows system, then the different application will provide end of file character. Why this EOF character is necessary? To detect the end of the file. Without this EOF character, computer cannot detect end of the file. The hex core, okay, hex ASCII core of the end of file character is 1A, which is also known as a substitute character, and this substitute character is used for providing end of the file. Okay, this basic file operation we are going to deal with, like opening of file or creating a file, reading from file, writing to a file, move to specific location in a file. One student asked about this, how to move one specific character. Okay, how to move at one specific location. For that, we need these two functions, appseek and rewind. That we are going to discuss in the next lecture. Okay, and after opening a file, we need to close that file. Now, in last lecture, we have discussed types of the file. There are two types of file, text file and the binary file. Normal text file, .txt file, .doc are text file, image file, the video file, executable file, exe file, apk file. These are the example of the binary file. So what is the difference between text file and the binary file? Text file contain only ASCII codes. Binary file can contain ASCII as well as non-ASCII characters. Okay, then we have discussed how to open a file using fopen function. Those who are absent, just observe quickly. The file is a inbuilt data type. Fp is a name of the file pointer. We need one pointer. You can provide any pointer name like file1, file2. You need to follow similar rules for naming of these pointer variables. Okay, then with help of file pointer, we are going to deal with the file. So this is the fopen function. The syntax of fopen function is it needs two arguments. Type of first argument is file name. Type of second argument is mode. These two arguments you need to provide in double quotes. Okay, mode means there are multiple mode. Right now we are going to discuss only three mode: read mode, write mode, a mode means append mode. So if you open file in read mode, then you cannot write something inside a file. You can read only data from the file. Similarly, if you open file in write mode, you cannot read something from a file. Okay, you can write something inside a file, but you cannot read if you open file in write mode. Then A means appending data at the end of file. So if you use A mode, then we can add data at the end of file. We cannot read something inside a file. So these are the three basic mode of the operations. Okay, then after opening, we need closing. We need to close, otherwise we are going to damage the data inside a file. So how to close that file? For that, we need app close function. In parentheses, we need one file pointer fp. Okay, so this is the revision. Then two different function, getC and the putC. How to use putC? For that, the syntax is in parentheses, we need two argument. The type of first argument is character or character variable. Okay, so here put C in parenthesis C comma fp1. So fp1 is a name of the file pointer which is associated to any file. You can store one character inside that file using put C statement. If you want to read, then you can use get C statement, and you need to open file in read mode. So if you open file in read mode using fp2 file pointer, then you can read one character using get C statement. This function will return one character. That value will be stored inside C, where C is declared as a character type variable. Okay, so this is what we have discussed in the last lecture. Now today we are going to discuss the solution of this question. How to read more than one character from a file. Okay, so this is the solution. Suppose I want to read all data of the file, then I can use while loop, I can use for loop. So this is the example of using while loop. Okay, fp is declared as a file pointer, ch is declared as a character type variable, fp equal to f open in parenthesis a dot txt. I want to open a dot txt file in read mode because I want to read all the content of the file. So you need to open file in read mode. For that you need to use r character as a second argument. Now while ch equal to get c fp. Okay, now you can see here we have multiple parentheses. As per operator precedence rules, we need to evaluate parentheses first. So if we evaluate, now we have two parentheses, the inner parenthesis and the outer parenthesis. We need to evaluate the inner parenthesis first. Now if we evaluate inner parenthesis first, then ch equal to get c fp. Read one character from a file. Read one character from a file. Okay, then this is what the evaluation of inner parenthesis. Now this, okay, we have a value. Suppose for example, if that value is a, compare that value with the EOF character. If that character is not equal to, exclamation mark is used for not equal to, okay, not equal to. So if that character is not equal to EOF end of the file, then print, okay, put chr. So you want to print one character, that character on your screen using put chr statement. Okay, this way we can read multiple characters, or you can say you can read all of the data inside a file. Okay, let's observe quickly in code blocks. Okay, now you can see here, first observe the code. I want to open d.txt in read mode. Okay, sorry, this one is a little. So I want to open d.txt in read mode. Okay. In first execution of this while loop, compiler character, the first character is A. That character is compared with EOF character. EOF is not equal to EOF character. So in this case, you can see the character is A. A is not equal to EOF character, end of file character. That's why evaluation is true, evaluation of the stage condition is true. Compiler enter inside body of the while loop. Okay, and print that character on your screen using put chr. So you can observe the output. A is printed. Now here once again compiler is going to check the test condition. will read the second character and will complete each character. If that character is not in kind of file character, in character in will read the multiple characters using the while loop. Any, any
Sir,
doubt? Yes.
your character D है.
कैरेक्टर कौन सा आप बताएं?
सर मतलब ये क्या होगा सर यहाँ?
EOF is a file character. Last time we have discussed like A is a character. So see now if something is character, then we must have so EOF is a character, and in last lecture we have discussed that the EOF character has this ASCII. So EOF is a clear
की वैल्यू 1 हुई क्या?
that we are in the upcoming and the ASCII is 1A. You have that will be the puts in discussion. Okay, okay. Now let's focus on the d.txt. If I compile, let's check whether the is no error message. There is no if you the file is present or not, or if file is present and there is no data in demo. Okay, so first we need to check whether file is present in function. So fopen function is used to open a file. The special value null. It is to open a file. There are multiple situations. The first, suppose file is not present, in this fopen cannot open a file. Second situation, right now in Windows we do not have this mechanism, but so assume that in directory permissions are such a way that you cannot open any file. So in that situation, the fopen cannot open a file even though file is present under current working directory. Okay, so these are two situations in which fopen cannot open a file. Okay, so at that time the fopen function return null. And how to use this? Let's discuss with small example. Okay, I am going to provide slide as well as this program. So if you observe this ext2.c, so you need to look this particular file ext2.c to understand what we are discussing on that particular slide. Okay, so suppose let's say ddd.txt. This file is not present under current working directory. Okay, now the fopen function basically try to open a file. If file is not there, then fopen function will return null, and that we can compare. Okay, fp like this, fp equal to null, so we can use this to print this type of message, a file cannot be opened. Okay, and if the value of fp is not equal to null, so in that case means the fopen function provide one address of the file. So discuss this, we have a two parentheses, the outer parenthesis and the inner parenthesis. We need to evaluate inner parenthesis first as per those rules. Okay, so if we evaluate this inner parenthesis first, then what is t is equal to get cfp, read one character from the file. If you open a file, then your the first position like this. Okay, like this. Now if you read one character, then that value will be C. So that value is A is not equal to EOF. A is not equal to F. Yes or no?
Yes.
A is not equal to EOF. That's why compiler will enter inside body of while loop, and you can see put CHR. So I'm going to print one character. The first character is A. So that's why A is printed over here. A is printed over here. Then once again here the compiler will check that second is not equal to A. The character is like this. Now any doubt? Hello?
No,
Now
sir.
any doubt? Okay. Then finally you need to close this file. Okay. So we have discussed how to close, how to open. That's why we are not discussing in detail. Okay. So okay. Some hint is also provided, like in ext2.c, do this. A.txt is present, then you can read the content of file. AAA.txt, this file is not present, then you cannot read, and you can observe a file cannot be opened. That this type of message using ext2.c program. Okay, so quickly the conclusion of our discussion. There are three more: R, W, A. These three more we have discussed. R. If we use R, then compiler search for file. If file is opened successfully, fopen loads it into memory, sets up the pointer which points the first character in it. If file now cannot be opened, fopen function will return null value. W. If we use W mode, compiler search for that file. If file exists, then the old data will be removed by the compiler. Means its contents are overwritten. If file does not exist, a new file is created by the compiler. Okay, and fopen function will return null if fopen cannot open a file. Okay, now A. Once again, this A is used for appending. So basically when you use A mode, compiler look for that file. If file is opened successfully, fopen loads it into memory, sets up the pointer that points to last character. In R mode, in W mode, the pointer is placed in the first position. But if you use A mode, then pointer is placed at the last position, means last character in it. Okay. If file does not exist, a new file is created. Now this is an important statement. If file doesn't exist, a new file is created. Okay, and return nulls if compiler unable to open a file. So this is the conclusion of our discussion. Now we are going to discuss the small programs quickly. Okay, so P file is a file pointer, C is a character type variable. I am trying to open file in read mode. Name of the file is alphabet.txt. While C equal to getC P file is not equal to EOF. You can use putchr, you can use printf also. So this example demonstrate you can use anything. In previous example, I have used putchr. In this example, I am trying to use the printf function. Okay, then app close P file, return 0, and this is the end of main user defined function. Now, if you have a Linux, then you can compile your program using GCC, then file name file2.c. To observe the output, we need to do this dot/a.out. So you can see the ABC. ABC is written inside alphabet.txt. Using cat command, you can observe the content of file. Okay. So this is the small example. Any doubt in this?
No,
Any
sir.
doubt? Okay. Another example. In okay, in this example, I am using for loop. Okay, you can use anything. You can use character. That's why we are discussing this multiple example. So in this example, you can see P file is declared as a file pointer. C is declared as a character variable. I am trying to open file in W mode, means I want to create a file or I want to store something inside that file if file is already present. Okay, so for C equal to in single quote A. Okay, so in first iteration, value of C is equal to A, capital A. C is not less than equal to capital C. C plus plus, put C. So you are trying to create one file if file is not present, or you are trying to modify content of file if file is present. In first iteration of for loop, you are going to write A, capital A. Here the value of C is updated by compiler. Now value of C is B in the second iteration. Okay, so B is less than equal to C. Yes, compiler will enter inside body of for loop and print B inside a file. Then the value of C is updated by compiler. Value of C become capital C. Capital C is less than equal to C. Yes, compiler will enter inside body of for loop and print C inside a file using put C statement. Okay, then here once again the value of C is updated by compiler. Now value of C is capital D. Capital D is less than equal to C? No. So with help of this for loop, we are going to store only three characters. Compiler stop execution of this for loop and you can close this file using close statement. Okay, so this way you can use for loop also to write something inside a file. Any doubt? Any
No,
doubt?
sir.
Okay, okay. Okay. Now tell me, this is a small question. State true or false. A file must be opened before it can be used in a C program. Is it necessary to open a file to use that file inside a C program? True or false?
True.
True. The statement is true. Without opening a file, we cannot do anything. Like suppose you have a book in a cupboard. Okay. So if you are not opening a book, you cannot read. You cannot write something inside your book. Okay. So you need to open book first, then you can do something. So this statement is true. Okay. Now these are the assignment. Try to find solution of first assignment. Write a program to count number of character in a file. You have 5 minutes to solve this assignment. Okay. Write a program to count number of character inside a file. For example, I have this file a.txt. I want to count the number of character present inside a file. Okay. Weightage of this type of question is 4 marks. Write a program to count the number of character inside a file. You have 5 minutes. Quickly do this. I will provide solution. You can compare your program with my solution, but right now you need to try yourself in your notebook. Okay. Now here you can see I am trying to open one file b.txt in Revo. First step to solve that problem is what? First we need to count the number of characters inside a file. So you need to open that file in Readvo. Now how to open a file in Readvo? For that we need one file pointer. You can declare file pointer using fp. Okay, file asterisk fp semicolon. Okay, fp is a file pointer name. You can use anything, file1, file2, but this is mandatory. File is a data type. Okay, then open a file using fopen function. Okay, then if the value of fp is equal to null, print this message. This is not necessary, but we can check whether file is open or not using fopen function. Otherwise, use while loop. Okay, ch equal to get c fp is not equal to eof. So compiler try to open, for example, this file. Okay, b.txt file. Okay, read first character, then the value of ch is a is not equal to eof. Yes, so in that case, the value of I is updated by compiler. Now I is declared as a integer and initialized with 0. So after the first iteration, value of I become 1. In next iteration, for example, in next iteration, the compiler is going to read second character, which is B. Okay, now value of ch is B. B is not equal to EF. Yes, so in that case, value of I is updated by compiler. Now value of I become 2. Okay, then in third case ch is okay, compiler is going to read third character, which is what? C is not equal to end of file character. Yes, so in that case the value of I is updated by compiler. Now value of I is 3. Okay, then in next case compiler is going to read the next character, which is eof. Okay, so evaluation of this stage condition is false. That's why compiler will transfer control to next line here. Okay, this is end of the else part. Now we have stored the number of character inside I variable. So using printf statement, we can print the number of characters present inside a file. Okay, so now you can see the number of character present is 3. Any doubt in this solution? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
No doubt,
Any,
sir.
okay. Any another student has doubt? Hello?
sir,
No,
can
sir.
we open the file in W or A mode, or we have to open file in R mode only?
Okay. Now think about this. If you use W, if you use W, then you are going to remove the old data. Then how can you count the number of character? Yes or
Ha,
no?
okay, sir. Ha, got it.
Huh? Similarly, in A append mode, you can append data at the end of file. Your cursor, your old data will be there, but your cursor is by default placed at the end of the file. So how can you count number of character? That is not possible. You cannot move your cursor in the beginning of the file.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ha.
Okay, so you need to open file in read mode.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Any any another doubt? Hello? Any another doubt? Anyone? Okay. So this is what, if you learn one program, you can use same concept to find solution of multiple programs. So let's discuss quickly the second question. Write a program to count the frequency of character. For example, what do you mean by this? Frequency of character means, suppose we have this type of data. Okay, we have this type of data. Now, how many times a character appear inside a file? How many times a appear inside a file?
3.
3 times. So you need to count the frequency of character. Frequency of character means you need to count how many times one specific character appear in a file. That is the question. Okay. So your another 5 minutes. Please try to find the solution of this question quickly. Then I will discuss the solution.
तो हम फाइल में कोई भी वेरिएबल डिक्लेयर कर सकते हैं।
Pardon me. फाइल में कोई भी वेरिएबल मीन्स
सर जैसे कि फाइल के फाइल पॉइंटर हमने वो स्टार पी एफ करके किया था, तो सर सिर्फ स्टार पी करे तो चलेगा?
yes, you can do anything. Like let's say you can use your own name also. Okay, like this. You need to follow the simple rules for naming of variables. Like you cannot use specific character for naming of integer variable or character variable. Same rule we need to follow for this file pointer name also. Okay.
ओके।
Okay. So let's quickly discuss the solution. Answer exv5.c. Right now we are discussing very small problems. Okay. In third or fourth lecture we are going to discuss very complicated program. So if you have any doubt in this solution, quickly ask. Otherwise you may have confusion in the complicated programs. Okay. So declaring fp as a file pointer, then few variables declaration. Okay. Now what you want to do? You want to find the frequency of character. So for that you need one variable. So I have declared ch2 and ch variable. With the help of ch variable, I am going to read the character from a file, and that value I am going to compare with ch2. Okay. So for example, if I open a file in read mode, if file is present, then compiler will directly enter inside the body of else part. Okay. So this is the content of a.txt, abc, abc, abef. Okay. Now print the first statement is enter a character. So I'm going to provide a. I want to count how many times character a appear in the a.txt file. So a. Then press enter. That value is stored inside ch2. Okay. Then using while loop, you are trying to read each character from a file. Okay. So let's say first character is A. If A, that A is stored inside the ch variable, and we have stored A inside the ch2 variable. So in first iteration, the value of A equal to A. So evaluation of the stage condition is true. So value of I is updated by compiler. Now value of I become 1. I is declared as a integer and initialized with 0. Okay, so you can see this way the value of I is updated by compiler. Now in second iteration here, after reading first character, in second iteration the value of second character is B, which is stored inside ch variable. Okay, which is stored inside ch variable. Now what you are comparing, B equal to A. Why A? Because we have stored A inside ch2 variable. So B equal to A? No. So in that case, compiler is not going to update value of I. Value of I remain 1. Okay, like this you can count the frequency of character. Okay, and you can print value, okay, like this, using, because you have stored that information in I variable, so you can use printf statement to print value hold by I variable. So here you can see A, enter. Now the character A appear 3 times inside the a.txt file. Any doubt in this program? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, okay.
સર
Yes.
સર આપણે ડાયરેક્ટ સર આપણે સીએચ ને સર એ સાથે કમ્પેર કરીએ તો ચાલે?
Here, okay. How to stop execution? Here you can do this. Let's say ch equal to A, and you can update value. But how to stop execution of this while loop? How to stop execution of while loop?
Yes, sir.
That is not possible, and that's why. Okay, because if you read last character, which is what EOF, so you cannot stop execution of the while loop, and it will create the problem in execution of complete program. Okay, that's why I am using the simple solution like this.
सर
Yes.
सर उसमें हम एम्परसेंड वाला ऑपरेटर यूज कर सकते हैं व्हाइल लूप में, तो दोनों सेम हो अगर दोनों सेम हुए तो लूप रन करेगा, और अगर नहीं हुए तो लूप टर्मिनेट होगा।
Ampersand operator in which line? Can you tell me? Line number 8.
व्हाइल लूप में सर वो दो एम्परसेंड ऑपरेटर यूज करते हैं।
You can use anything. What you can do right now, you can type, or you can create small program and WhatsApp me. Okay, this is my number. Will provide the okay program. Okay, that's the question in this solution.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay, okay. So weightage of this all question is 4 marks. Huh? In 4 marks, you need to solve this quickly. Okay. Now let's say I want to copy content of one file inside the another file. Okay. So the question is, write a program to copy the content of one file into another. You need to make one copy of the file into another file. Another 3 minutes, quickly solve this. Now you are expert, you can solve this question quickly. Okay, so let's focus on the solution. We need to count the number of file pointer. Now with the file pointer we can open one file. We need second file pointer also to store something inside a second file. Okay, so we need two file pointer. So declare two file pointer like this. Okay, fp and fp2 both are two different file pointer. Now we can see fp equal to fop. We have to open one file in read mode because I want to copy all content of that file into another. So open one file in read mode, open another file in write mode because you are going to create copy. So you need to open another file in write mode. So that's why one file is in read mode and you are trying to open the another file in write mode. Now if we open v.txt successfully, then we can read the one character from a file, okay, using this line, the while loop, and finally we can print that character inside another file using putc statement. So here, what you have to observe, we are reading using fp. So fp is a file pointer which is associated to b.txt, and we are trying to open that file in read mode. Now here we are using second file pointer fp2. So fp2 you can see c.txt, and we are trying to open file in write mode. So this way we can read one character from file. This solution is already aware to you. Okay, now just we need to add this line to make copy of one file inside the another file. Okay, so now let's say b.txt and c.txt. Let's check the content. Okay, so this is the content of b.txt. This is the content of c.txt. Both are same. Both are same. Any doubt in the solution? Hello? Any doubt in the solution?
Sir, please repeat one time.
Okay. First, you need to count the number of file pointer. With help of one file pointer, we can handle only one file. Okay. With help of second pointer, we are going to handle the second file. The first file, you want to make copy. So make copy means what? You want to read something from file. So open that file in read mode. Open that file in read mode. Okay, then open another file in write mode. Why? Because you want to copy something. Like let's say you want to copy your friend's notebook, then you need to open your notebook in write mode. Then you can write something inside your notebook from your friend's notebook. So you need to open your friend's notebook in read mode, and you need to open your notebook in write mode. Then here, let's say the value of happy is not equal to null. In that case, the compiler will directly enter inside body of else loop. Okay, and here what is use of this statement? Can you tell me what is use of this statement? What we are doing with help of this statement? Hello.
कि अगर कैरेक्टर बी डॉट टीएक्सटी का मैच कर रहा है तो सर वो फॉरवर्ड करे पास करेगा लूप को.
We are trying to read character one by one. If that character is not equal to EOF, then the compiler will enter inside body of file loop. Okay, and we are trying to read from file pointer fp, which is associated to b.txt. Okay, now if you read one character and that character is not equal to EOF, compiler will enter inside body of while loop, and what we want to do, we want to write same character inside another file. So that character is stored inside ch, and we want to write inside second file c.txt. Okay, c.txt is associated to fp2 second file pointer. So we need to write fp2, not fp. Okay, because the fp, this fp is associated to b.txt, and that is used for to read something from that file. Now, any another doubt? I hope I am clear about this discussion.
Yes, sir.
No doubt, sir.
Okay. So wait for 1 minute. I will consider your attendance quickly. Okay. Thank you. We are going to stop here and wait. Uh, Let me give you this slide so you can read. If it